That's pretty much it. What is the sensitivity of OCF to changes in the variable cost figure? Well, let's do that. Explain your answers. What your answer tells you about $1 decrease in estimated variable costs. Well, we know our base. This is based on, let's get back to 51,000. Remember, when we're doing sensitivity, we change only one variable at a time. So if my variable cost goes from 27 to 26, we shouldn't change that much. Actually, it could. Yeah. Yeah, decreasing the unit cost by $1 increases the cash flow per year for about 40,000. No, really, it adds up. So every dollar decrease on operating cost or unit cost is going to increase the MPV by $212,000. Right. All right, now we're going to do something different with the same problem. In the previous problem, suppose the projections given for price, quantity, variable costs, and fixed costs are all accurate within plus or minus 10%, but everything else the same. So let's do our So these are our base, okay? Let's do our come on, paste it. Okay. Let's do the worst case scenario. Let's do the best case scenario. Let me make this black since it's worse. Oh, almost black. I haven't calculated anything yet. I'm just putting the numbers in there. Let's make that the blue scenario. All right. Now, when we're calculating the inputs for the worst case scenario, for variables that would affect MPV positively, we use the lower limit. So I'm going to take, if unit sales goes up, I'm going to, in fact, let me do another thing here. So let's make this algorithmic. Take the unit sales times 1 minus the margin. So in the worst case scenario, I'm going to assume a sale of 45.90 for price. I'm going to let's actually do this. Let's do the base here. Because I'm going to keep changing stuff. For the best case scenario, I'm going to do the base times 1 plus the margin. I'm going to do the same thing for unit price because that's selling price. So base times 1 minus margin. And base times 1 plus the margin. For the fixed costs, unit cost and fixed cost, we're going to do the reverse. In the first case scenario, this was originally 27, actually. I'm going to take the base times 1 plus the margin because this is a cost. So I use the upper interval. For the best case scenario, base times 1 minus the margin. Same deal here. Since this is a fixed annual cost, 1 plus margin. So I have values of these 4 variables for each scenario. So if I copy these and paste them here by values, as you can see in the worst case scenario, the NPV that I get is pretty negative. It's $1.6 million in negative. For the best case scenario, obviously it's quite a bit positive. Now, given this, we calculated that, and given that, they're basically saying we should be careful because remember, these are inputs that are forecasted. If we're wrong in those forecasts, in the worst case scenario, we could actually have pretty bad NPV. That's the idea behind the scenario analysis. Let's do a break even Not gonna worry about that. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do financial break even in this problem. Let's see, let's go back to base. Now, I am interested in everything else being the same. At what value of sales I get zero NPV? That's the financial break even. So the way I'm going to do that is click on that NPV cell, data, what if analysis, goal seek, make that NPV zero by changing only unit sales. Everything else remains the same. So this basically says, let me format that properly. As long as my unit sales are above 43,203, I will indeed have positive NPV. And below that, I will have negative NPV, provided all the other variables are the same. Similarly, I can go back to the original one. I can ask, what is the unit price at which I'm gonna break even? Same deal. Data, what if analysis, goal seek. Make that zero by changing what I don't know, the unit price. Apparently, I get about $4 cushion. I'm going to have something like $4 on the unit cost as well, because they act pretty much in the same fashion. I can also do the fixed cost. So that's about $200,000 difference. Anything else you want me to pay attention to? Because I already pretty much covered how to use templates in the previous two ones. So if you want to go ahead and watch them, you could. Otherwise, I'll stop it here. What do you say? All right. Then I'll post the videos probably in about an hour if you want to watch the other stuff. Thank you. See you Monday or Tuesday.